to talk a little bit about the anatomy, firstly, of the voice. So I'm going to take it back. I'm going to strip things back. I'm going to use very simple terminology. I'm going to make this, this keynote very, very simple here. So a couple of things. The larynx, if those of you don't know what your larynx is your voice box, and it is housed down low here. Okay, so your true voice. Everyone put their fingers about that wide, put it down really low. Down here, yeah. Now let's just speak to say, yeah. Did everybody feel that vibrate down there? Excellent, great. Now we're going to go into another voice, the second voice called falsetto. So we're going to go, wee. Great, now did we lose that vibration there? We all should have lost that vibration from there. Did everyone feel that they lost the vibration there? Fantastic. Wow, there's great reverb in this room. Fantastic, guys. You can stop, thanks. As we know, as you just found out then, your falsetto larynx is right up here. So your falsetto larynx is at the very top. Wee! I'm shaking my falsetto larynx. And your true voice larynx is down here. You have two voices, true voice and falsetto. I'm going to tell you about the different voices that I'm going to be talking to you about here today. We have chest voice, when you're singing down low, and it burns, 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 and you're singing down low, you feel this resonance, or your chest vibrate. We are in chest voice. As you move up out of that register, yeah, and it burns, burns, burns. You're going to feel it vibrate around this middle section. I'm going to call this middle, or what we call true voice. This is where your voice generally sounds the best. It's probably when you're singing at home, you're feeling that's going to sound really good there. Got to go into two voices, and a lot of singing teachers F these up. I'm not going to swear today, but a lot of teachers F these up. When you go into falsetto, we'll explain about falsetto here today. It means false, artificial voice. Whee! You guys all sung in falsetto just then. A lot of singing teachers call head voice falsetto, falsetto head voice. It's not. Head voice is, yes, I do, I believe. You can hear that I'm in a light area, weaker version of my true voice. Sam Smith has brought this back into vogue. I'll sing it in falsetto. Yes, I do, I believe. Can everyone hear the difference between head voice and falsetto? Yes. Excellent, fantastic. I'm just going to have a bit of a drink here where this big camera is. Did everyone bring in water today? It's so important. Yes. Let's all have a drink. Cheers. Okay, vocal ranges. Actually, sorry, let's go into a bit of anatomy about the mouth. Does everybody know where the hard palate is? Yep, up the top. Okay, everybody put your finger to the roof of your mouth. Fantastic, that's your hard palate. Everybody roll it back till it goes soft. Soft palate. I can't see a lot of fingers in mouths. Soft palate there. And the little punching bag at the very back is called your uvula. Behind that's your pharynx, so at the very back of your throat is called your pharynx. We might be placing sounds in these particular places later on. Your lips and your tongue, they're very important, guys. They do your articulation, pronunciation, and diction. So if you don't use it, you're not going to sound great, so it's really important that we use our lips and our tongue especially. The diaphragm, does everybody know what the diaphragm is or where it is? It does, exactly. It is a muscle that actually sits underneath your lungs that enables you to breathe. Your pectoral muscles don't help you to breathe. If anyone's been in a serious accident and you've had a ruptured diaphragm, you're not breathing anymore. It's just a muscle that sits underneath your lungs, goes up and down. If you've ever had the unfortunate situation of being winded, you would have had your diaphragm would have been shaking around or not been able to breathe, so it's not a great situation. Who's been winded here before? Fantastic, so you know where your diaphragm is. That is, we're going to call that the engine room, okay? It's very, very important. Your ear, it's so important. We're going to call that the steering wheel of the car. It's going to help you keep in key and in pitch. It's a really important part of singing is to stay in key and in pitch all the time. And I'm going to be discussing that a little bit later on.